Okay, today I am doing my Finish 6 by Christmas update. This is the second update, and we have 1 month left in this, so I feel like I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm about halfway with my products. At least one of them, I don't know if I'll actually finish, but I feel like the ones that I really wanted to get finished, like the ones that were the ones that I was really trying to make the big push on, I did finish those already. So let me show you what I finished. If you follow my beauty Instagram, which I actually do not update that much, and I'm going to try to be better about that, but it's like my second Instagram. So it's not even the one that I have logged in all the time, so I actually have to log out, log back in. So sometimes I just forget to do that or forget to take the pictures or something like that. But I'm going to try to be better, and it's linked below. But if you do actually happen to subscribe to that, I showed that I finished one of my products on there that I was really happy about. So let's get into that. So the first product that I finished was the Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Foundation. And it does not pump out anymore. That's just like a plastic thing in there. And I didn't really like this foundation. It was too yellow, like I find most Benefit face products to be. But it actually, I felt like it made me look older, which is not the point of foundation. But I felt like it would settle, it would show pores, so it would settle into lines like here and up here, and it would show my pores, and it would just generally make my skin look older than without makeup at all. So yeah, I would never buy this again, especially seeing I believe it's in the area of like $35. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe it's in the mid to higher 30s price point. I do, however, like this bottle, and I'd actually like to figure out how to clean it out and reuse it as one of the air pumps that move up, so you actually get more product out of it than you do out of just the bottle. And I know you can buy the empty bottles on Amazon, but why do that if I can reuse this one and clean it out? But yeah, I would not buy this because I also had to make sure, like, if I used even slightly too much, it started breaking down. So it was just kind of a pain to work with. And then the next product that I finished was the Pixi Subtly Suntouched Bronzer. And that is completely empty. Towards the end, it was just around the rim. And instead of repressing, I just broke it up and used it as a loose bronzer. The thing is, when you use a bronzer as a loose bronzer, you go through it way more quickly. Your brush picks up so much more product than you actually probably use. Luckily, it was light enough that I didn't have to really worry about it being too much. And it was such that if, for some reason, I got a little too much on, I could just use, like, my powder brush and kind of buff it out so it was not like crazy. And I did like the color of this. It wasn't all that orange. I don't know that I'd buy it, though. I don't know that this would be my first choice, though. I really have to say that there are some products like bronzers where I don't think I've ever truly found like the one that I love. So I mean, I like it as well as I like a lot of the bronzers. Like, I'm also using the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Bronzer. And yeah, I mean, I liked it, you know, about the same as that. I just don't know that I'd buy it. Pixi's a little on the pricey side for Target, right? I think it is. So yeah, that one. And this is like almost done, this very next product. This is the M Cosmetics Contour and Highlight Stick, and this is in the color Fair. In this, I only had the contour stick part as part of the project, And I'm right there. I've got like a tiny little dome, but I'm right there at the plastic. And I'm not sure how easy this would be to use. Like if I dig all that out, I'm not sure how easy that would be to use, because the benefit of this is it was a stick and you just go in with the stick, which made it really, really easy. So I might dig into it a little bit, see how it works, but I have like maybe 1 or 2 applications left from this. There's just a tiny little bit sticking up over there that I can still use, though the plastic is kind of scraping my face a little bit. I didn't have the highlighter in there, but I have been using it, and it's about there. I would actually love to buy this again, but from what I gather, at least for now, M Cosmetics doesn't exist anymore. So I was looking into it because I went to their website and it was down. Because usually, like, the reason I bought this, and I actually have another one in the color light because I wasn't sure which color to get. I guess M Cosmetics has only been around since like 2013, but the past like 2 years, so those 2 holiday seasons, they had some really good sales. And one of them was a buy one, get one free on basically the same item. So if I bought this, I could get another one, even if it was in a different color, for free. So that's how I got this, because this was actually fairly expensive. It was like in the area of like $22 or something like that. And I probably would have never bought it otherwise, but seeing I got the buy one, get one free, which is also why I have the M Cosmetics Life palettes as well, is buy one, get one free. So I noticed this year that I hadn't been getting anything on Facebook where I had liked their page about anything. So sometimes, Facebook just doesn't send you stuff for things that you liked. So I looked at the page. It hadn't been updated in a while. And I had started looking to see if they were going to do that buy one, get one free sale. So I started looking it up, and I guess L'Oreal, that owned M Cosmetics, decided that it was not doing well or something, and they sold it off to Ipsy. So I don't know if or when it's going to relaunch at all. But it's kind of a shame because I actually did like this. I guess I'll have to try the NYX one. I know NYX has a similar sort of thing. But when I saw the NYX one, the contour side looked a little orange. So, yeah. I mean, I have one other in the light color, which is a little bit darker than this. But, yeah. I would buy this again if it existed. And I don't know if they relaunch, if the products are going to be the same price point, anything like that. I don't know anything about that. So, yeah, that was rambling. But now for the stuff that I have not finished yet. The first one is the whiskey side of the Zero Whiskey double-sided liner from Urban Decay, and I'm right there. It's starting to get wonky. I have to sharpen this quite frequently because it's very dry, and it almost gets like kind of a white, dried out look on it, so I do have to sharpen it a little bit more frequently. It's not coming off very pigmented, but I can't imagine that there's much more in that thing. And that actually looks like it'll fall out, but I tried to pull it out and it does not. Because I wanted to kind of see how much was still in there. But yeah, so I should still be able to finish that, but it's not very pigmented. Like I have it on here and it just doesn't show up well anymore. So yeah. So it's kind of hard to use because if I put more, it ends up getting thicker, like when I try to make it darker. It gets thicker, it gets messier. So it's not going very fast because of that. Then I have the e.l.f. Cover Everything Concealer, and I'm right there. I have not made much progress on this. It did not work that well as an all-over face thing. Like, it like caked up all over the center of my face. So I may use it more on the outer part of my face and just do a lot more concealing and use it as like an outside color corrector. Because this is going to go. If this is not finished, this is going to be thrown out at the end of the year. So I really would at least like to finish it. But that is going to be thrown out at the end of the year if I don't finish it. Which it may or may not happen at this point. Because it doesn't look like a lot of product and the pan is pretty shallow, but you know, you don't use that much concealer at any one time. It's not a good under eye concealer either. And then the last product that I have is the MAC lip gloss in Strange Potion. This was an old one. I really haven't used much of this. I think I'm probably in about the same spot. The problem is that I've been really interested in the liquid lipsticks, especially the nude colors like this one. That's actually not what I have on today. I have on... 24/7 from Colored Rain, but you know, this color doesn't work so well with that all the time. The Colored Rain one is, you know, quite a bit more pinky, so I did put it on just in the center today, and on its own it looks terrible. And I don't know, I don't have any actual really recent lip glosses, so it may just be that this is incredibly old, but I don't have anything to compare it to because none of mine are actually really new. But this is so thick and goopy. Like, it's all goopy and all that. So the problem is, for me, is that thick, milky, light-colored lip glosses look terrible on me on their own. So something like a red lip gloss I can put on and it looks just fine, but something that's a lighter color settles into lines and just generally looks really, really crappy on me. So I can't wear this on its own. It's not really going with the colors that I want to wear now. It looks great on top of pink, especially pink that's too pink, like the too blue base pink for me. It looks really good on there because it kind of evens it out, but I'm not wearing that because I was doing that in my Project Pan before, and I am so over like that pink. So yeah, I'm just not getting there on this, and I don't know. I hate to throw it out, or, you know, back to MAC it or whatever. But it doesn't smell bad. It's pretty old, but it smells just fine. It's just, I guess I've changed over the years since I got this. This is quite a few years old. This is quite a few years old. So I think my tastes have just changed since then, and I've been really into the liquid lipsticks that let me wear darker colors that I probably would not really want to wear, and regular lipstick that I think might fade out or smear. So it's just not really working so well with the stuff that I want to wear now, and it's not really something that I'm into anymore. So I just don't know what to do with it necessarily. So that's the one that I'm fairly certain is not going to be finished unless I decide to use it as a lip balm. And I don't think it's moisturizing enough for that. And it's actually not cold. I mean, it comes and goes, but it's actually still fairly warm here. So but my lips are still getting chapped because there's a change. Like, it'll get colder at night, warmer during the day. 2 days will be cold, then it'll get warm, and then it's raining, and then it gets cold, then it gets warm. So I don't know that this would really be all that helpful anyway. That is everything for my finished 6 by Christmas update. I will have the finale next month, and hopefully I will at least finish 2 more products so I can at least have the just the one left over that I'm fairly certain is going to be left over. If you haven't checked out my last video, it will be linked to the side. And my Project Pan Roulette, which was my previous Project Pan before the one that I'm currently doing, is also linked to the side. And my new one will be linked in the down bar. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.